In today's video, I'm going to show you the best low to mid 30s random loot location in Kunark. This is specifically for the Teak server, but if any future servers come out in the future that open with Kunark, then this video will apply also. Or if you're just playing on a server that has a regular rule set and Kunark comes out, you may want to go here too, but probably not in that case. Anyway, what we're talking about here is Kesora. The reason why Kesora is, in my opinion, the best is because it is close to Cabalist right here, and it gives you a chance to get the Circlet of Shadow, which is usually a very heavily contested farm and very difficult to get, sells for a lot of chrono on regular TLP servers. But on this server, it's not going to be that way. You can get it yourself by just getting into one of these camps. So let's talk about how to get here. First things first. So the way you can get here is if you're an Evo class, you can go through Cabalist. You can come through the over there, Warslick's Woods without Invisor. Just walk right in here. If you are not an Evo class, you can come in through the Emerald Jungle. You can get a port in there. Druid Wizard portals will get you there. You can just come in that way. It's very safe and easy. So those are the ways you can get here. You can also go through North Row if you have Invisible Undead and you're a good class, and then come through Warslicks right here. It is a little run. Keep in mind that you should bind if you're a melee class in East Cabalist. Definitely do that. Very, very important. So make sure you do that if you come here. So now let's go ahead and go on in. And in we go. And I will go ahead and show you the Bobby Bix spreadsheet, which is the definitive spreadsheet of all the mobs that drop random loot, and it's been compiled over a few years on Mischief. It's a very good resource to have. Let's go down a little bit. First things first, we want to go ahead and make sure we have hide and seek here. And this character is, if you want to know, it's level 65. So this would be above the level that you would want to come here at. You probably want to get here at 30. I do recommend you come here with a group. Unless you're higher level, then you could be a necromancer or something. You need to be able to kill undeads down here and be able to stay alive. Okay, so let's go ahead and start revealing the map one piece at a time here. The area I want to go to is called the library over here. This is where you want to be. And because you see these named in red, these are the names. So you have Tortured Librarian, Failed Crypt Raider, and you also have Hungered Ravener. Spectral Librarian is for the Enchanter Epic, so you won't have to worry about that. But this is one area your group can handle this whole area right there. If you're a solo player, you can work in this area over here. If you're very, very careful, you notice these rooms have 2 in them each. You need to be able to split them up either by feigned death or by pacifying. As you know, you can pacify through the wall. You got to be really, really careful and make sure you can kill them in time. But typically, one group can handle, a good group can handle both sides. Depends on the level. Okay, there are also some named along the way. There is a Straithbone Rune Lord right here. Here's one, and this guy he's level 37, so he will drop level 35 to level 39 loot, and he's a spider, which is not bad. He's got 1, 2, 3, so 4 in his room. It can be a dangerous situation. Plus, they got 2 over here. Make sure you have a group if you want this guy. There's also the Frenzied Straithbone. Some people will take this guy, but it's a little separated from this guy. Here's a Frenzied Straithbone area over here. Talk quickly about the levels before I go to Bobby Bick's spreadsheet to go ahead and analyze the spreadsheet for you. So the placeholder here, the guys down here are 30. That's 38. You look at the ones around here are 30, 31. This guy here, the Ixar Spectre, he's the placeholder, I believe. And this guy's 38. So you've got this one here. I think the Gorge Ravener is a placeholder. He's 34 right there. So you can see the average level of them. The named is usually 1 or 2 levels above the area that you're in. So this is going to be the area. You don't really have a lot of other options if you want the Circle of Shadow or loot at this level in Kunark. And one thing I want to mention is that this is, remember, just for the loot here. I would not recommend coming here for a leveling path. There are far easier ways to level up. And for example, if you just want to level up, I would recommend staying in Classic because you could stay out there solo. It's very easy to get groups. The mobs are a lot weaker than Kunark mobs. But of course, if you want some of that Kunark loot, you're going to have to come out here and do this. Okay, let's talk about the other area. This is Zalgog's area right here. He's level 40 and he's only named in this section right here. So overall, this dungeon has 4 named in it. So let's go ahead. Now that you know the names, Straithbone Rune Lord, and over here, like Failed Crypt Raider, etc., let's go to the spreadsheet. And here it is. We're at the spreadsheet right now. So if you look at these ones like Failed Crypt Raider, he's 34, and he can drop these things right there. That means that any other the mobs, like the Soothsayer Drezek, he's within 1 level, he can drop this, so you can get his kind of loot out here. Hungered Ravener is the guy we're looking for, and Spectral Librarian. I didn't realize Spectral Librarian can, I thought it was for an epic, but look at what it can drop, like the Spirit Tome and all that. And at the same time, the one you're looking for is a Goblin Bodyguard. This guy here is the one that drops the Circlet of Shadow, and it drops early on in Kunark. So you can get this. It's, I believe, an insta-clicky, invisible for Necromancers and Shadow Knights. Really a must-have thing that you need. And you can get that here. So you can get these, the Droga, 2 Droga items right here. You can even get this one here. So you can get all these things in here from this range right there. See this? Most of it's in Kesora already, but it pretty much covers you all the way up here. If you can even get some of these lower level ones like Failed Crypt Raider, you can even get the stuff from Warslick's Woods at Granish the Destroyer. Although this wasn't really that hard to get, the Earring of Granish. I mean, there's a lot of groups out there, but you can still get it. You can get all these are within range. So you can see here that's 2 levels. So you kill all these Spectral Librarian, Tortured Librarian, you're still in range to get good old Granish down here. You still can get this guy from down there. Look at this. You can get access to all this stuff here. So let's say you come in and you get the Tortured Librarian, Spectral Librarian, you get that camp I'm talking about, 35. You get down to 33 and you get all the way to 37. And look at that. That's just a ton of loot. Just take a look at this and see what you're going to get. So that's why I recommend this camp. And you know what? The thing about it is if you're a class that is good against undead, like Necromancer, especially Clerics, you can just smoke those those skellies. They're kind of scrawny. Anyway, let's go back. And we're back on our screen here. Okay, so now I'm going to show you how to get there. This is the thing you got to really pay attention to. It is so easy to get messed up here. Okay, first point. If you want to get the Straithbone Rune Lord camp, you go straight into the pit and then you take a right. If you want to get to where we're going, you take a left. And this is not going to be easy too. It should bring you there. Okay, so we're going to do it right now. So we got Inviso Undead. Let's put this up here. Let's check. We're indifferent to them. That's a undead. And we're going to go ahead and check this here. We're invisible to them. And just double check this. So we're invisible to them right there. Okay, so I'm going to keep the map up and you're going to see how this all goes. We're going to go down here and then we're going to go here. We're going to take a left. We want to drop it like it's hot. And then we're going to fall down right here. And then there should be another door. And good, guess what? Another pit. We're going to oh, wait a second. Let's see. Actually, there's a better way to do it. We can go like, let me see if I can go this way here. Yeah, we're going to go this way. Sorry, but I knew it was to the left. Go here. This is a fake wall. See this discoloration? This is the way you want to go. You go through the fake wall. And see, even I've done this so many times. Unless you do this every week, you're going to get lost in here. Seriously, it's one of those 3-dimensional dungeons. Just watch me on the map and pause the video if you get lost here. So you can see where the mobs are. This is a very helpful tool here. It will not work on this is MQ2 Red Guides. It will not work on the TLP service until they've allowed it, which they don't. But if you're on like the test server stuff, nobody really complains about it because it is a test server. So it's very useful for making videos like this because you can see where the mob distribution is, where you can go, where you can set up and camp. For example, if you're on your way down here, you can set up camp in here, kill these guys, but let's just keep going. I'll show you a real good spot to set up. Okay, so let's go in here and I'm gonna go up here. You got to be careful if you're down here. See, there's one guy over here. I mean, this area back here, you can set up right here, or you can set up here as you clear it. I would move your group like this. This is kind of a good area. Your objective, if you have a good group, is to get somewhere up here. And let's just show you. But first, show you the library. So look at all these guys over here. So, you know, you don't want to set up there because they're going to jump you and mess you up. You're going to go in here. Let's take a look. I want to show you. I'm going to shrink the map a little bit so you can see what goes on in here. Here's the minion of Zalog, guardian of Zalog. See, he's level 37. And there's a guy up there, Ixar Spectre. He's up there. And I got this other yo-yo coming around here. And let me get out of my way. So you can see here, you've got 2 in this room and 1 roamer. So it's a little tricky. And let's go over here. There's a stair going up. Over here, yeah, that guy. So you don't want to be in this building. You should pull outside the building. As we go out the front here, you're going to see some people like to drop down here where there's a bunch of these guys. Unless you like to go commando, that's that's up to you. But I would not set up over there at all. Let's go back this way. And I like to do this from this angle over here. If you look at this area right here, you only have 1 roamer right here, and you can get to this side on the right here. And if you kill this roamer, you're okay. And if he jumps up in the middle of your group, you can take him and handle him, and then this roamer is not a big deal. Then you can pull from this angle and pull the library, and you can go back and have your monk or whatever pull the other end. If you get over here, it's not really a great area. So this is a good area to see in. See, you're not going to get jumped by a lot of these guys. Okay, let's go to the next area real quick. As I go down here, and I'm going to go around like this. Let's put this back in the middle. You can see what this room is here. This is the one spot. It's an okay spot to set up, but I really like if you're going to set up here, and let's just say your group is really efficient and you got a really good puller, and you want to have like no deaths, and you want to have a lot of experience. Get somebody to set up down. Get your group to set up here, and you have a monk. Get them to pull the library all the way around here. It's a long pull. Pull this room area here, then start pulling this area. And if the monk runs into trouble, you can just feign death out here. You can, you know, shake it off. And then you can also camp in this area because nothing ever comes here. This is the best #1 spot to camp. And once you get here, just camp out here, come back the next day, and then this is going to be the spot. You can pop up here, see if anybody's around here at all. You do have this guy, this Gorged Ravener. He can see through invisible undead, so you have to be careful when you approach this. So let's go ahead and let me show you what the room looks like. Okay, this room, you can barely see it because this dude's right here. And let's go in here. And in here, check out what it is. You got him, and look at this, Gorge Ravener too. Look at that, here we go. And level 34, so check it out. There you got 1, 2 in here, 2 in there, and they're all gonna chain aggro. So you gotta, when you approach this room, you gotta be very, very careful because you may just chain aggro. What you can do is this, you can, even without MQ, since you know the name of them, minion of Zalgaz, or you can do Ravener, or you can come in here and do Gorge Ravener. Watch this. I'm going to go outside, show you a little trick how to do this. Let's say you are right here and you've cleared the library and you're working your way over here and you're like, okay, I don't want to get all 4 of them. So you can do this. And you're going to type, where is it? Gorged Ravener. And then see /tar Gorge Ravener. And I have targeted him now. And you know that it's always going to be a Gorge Ravener right here. So you can target him, you can pacify, have your cleric pacify him, and then you can do it to the regular Ravener, pacify him. And then once his cleric does pacify him, then you can just pop Inviso Undead on it. Since you have 1, 2, 3 undeads in here, 4, I would recommend pacifying these 2 Raveners like that, and then coming all the way down here and setting up your campsite down in the safety area here. Okay, so that's how I would do this right there. This a good group, let's say, depends on your level, should be able to clear this whole thing out, because let's take a look again at the levels just to give you an idea what they can do. And if you have a cleric which can just destroy these undeads, he's level 31. So say you get here at 30, I don't know, 35. You guys let me know if you come here at a lower a level and can just what it takes for you to cover this. But I think a level low 30s group, a good low 30s group can clear this whole thing. Okay, here comes a guy here, the skeletal warder. Let's see. See, he stops right there. Look at that. You come back here, and depending on your level, see, you're right back here on this rock. You're in a rock and a hard place, and he can't see you, and he's far enough away where he's not going to aggro on you. See how you can just hang back right here if you want. But I think a low 30s group could cover this side, and you would get pretty good experience in addition to getting those 3 or 4 spawns in there. Very, very good situation for you. You can get your Howling Stones key by killing this guy. Some people are working this area too. And Zalgaz should drop some stuff also, I think. Okay, so that's it for now, guys. Hope you like this. Let me know what you think about this camp. I've done the ones for Classic, and I think the situation in Classic is better. But of course, this will give you a chance at the Circlet of Shadow and a lot of other low-level Kunark gear. Keep uh, keep updated with me. Stay tuned because I will be doing other dungeons as we go forward. The other ones when you get up to mid 30s to 40s, and then I will be doing even higher levels. Kunark is simple, but it can be very, very dangerous. So hope you all like this.